Hey y'all, Gabe Weaver, Senior Product Manager of the Project Management Group in the plan stage of GitLab, bringing you the 13.4 release planning issue for the Project Management Group. It's going to be a fun release. We're going to highlight a couple of them real quick, high level. We're going to complete the iteration burn-up chart for iterations. We're also going to deliver the burn down chart for iterations. So real quick, the burn down chart is showing you your actual progress against your estimator, or what should be your burn down for how many issues and the pace over a given iteration that you should be burning your issues down. And this is going to be selectable by weight or by issue count. And so this is going to be, I think, largely driven by the new event system we've been working on. And similar to that, but slightly different, is the burn up chart. And this is different in that it helps you track and understand how your scope changes throughout a given iteration. So you can see if scope creeps, this red line right here would be scope added during the course of an iteration, where your blue line is your scope completed. Ideally in the iteration, they'll meet at the end, but if you don't get everything done completed that was added, you'll kind of have this drift between the two and be able to see that maybe you added too much scope or overcommitted. And it will also be historically accurate, and that if you move issues out of a given iteration after it's over, none of these charts will change, which has been a big pain point for our customers. So I'm excited to see these two things come to the iteration report. Once we get the iteration report a little bit further along, we're going to be backporting it to the milestone report view as well. So we'll get a fresh view app-based milestone report view in the very near future. On the performance side of things, we're going to fix an N+1 in the profiles notifications controller. And this is in your notification settings. If you go into your settings here and you want to see all of the groups and projects that you can change your notification settings for. Right now, if you are the member of a lot of groups, it takes approximately 1 minute for that page to load. That's because of this N+1, plus there is no pagination in that view. And so we're committing to getting this N+1 done in 13.4, and a stretch goal for the team, if we can get to it, is adding pagination to the notification settings page. And this is under our quality of life performance improvements goals within our group that we have every milestone. And yeah, so the working theory right here is that if we fix the N+1, we add pagination, it should take that minute down to under a couple seconds for that view to load, which would be great. Performance boost for the application. And then the last thing that we're going to be focusing on knocking out of the park in 13.4 is kind of business related event tracking. So we're going to be adding aggregate counts for issue related user driven events. Right now we have some of these for .com, but in order to understand everyone who interacts with an issue, all the different parts of it, whether it's editing the description, creating it, closing it, adding a comment, changing labels, there are lots of different actions you can take on it. And to get a better perspective and understanding of the total unique users who are interacting with issues, we need to track some of these kind of lower level events and aggregate distinct counts of unique users across those events. And so right now, the four tables that contain all the events we want to track are spread across these four different database tables. And we're going to add the ability to union these within the usage ping so that we can get distinct counts of unique users over a given time period. And so we've kind of listed out all the different events we want to track and union up. And the challenge here is it will be a performance problem looking to union all of these different events across four different tables in a performant way. So we might have to start with just doing a couple of them at a time. And we'll look at ones that have the highest count currently and then work our way down the list until we figure out how to solve the problem for all of them. But this is the same problem that we're going to face whenever we want to look at eventually being able to collect total unique users, or MAU, across all stages and interactions. You basically have to start with events like these, union up another level, then union up another level till you get to the stage level events. So it'll be a fun challenge to solve, and I'm hoping we'll start to make some good progress on this in 13.4. If you have any questions, you can go check out, leave a comment on this release issue. It's in gitlab.org/plan. It's issue 147. And I'll leave a link to this in the YouTube video as well. Thanks for watching. Bye.